they couldn't leave well enough alone. They just couldn't leave well enough alone. They already take a nice big heaping helping dump all over the Ghost in the Shell franchise. And now there's a Battle Angel Alita movie. Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, coming at you live to talk about the first trailer, at least the first one I've seen, for Alita, Battle Angel. It's hilarious because I just made a Facebook post maybe a week ago. Somebody was talking about this movie I saw somewhere, and I had actually not been aware that this movie was this close to being complete. I didn't even know it had filmed. And I knew James Cameron had the property for a while, entangled in trying to get a movie together for quite some time. And I was always tentative about it because, kind of akin to Ghost in the Shell, which is the one property I am obsessive fanboy over. I'm a Star Trek fan. I consider myself a Trekkie, but I've never been anal retentive and obsessive about the minutia and not wanting anything changed or anything different, being unwelcoming to differences and things like that. Ghost in the Shell is the one property that I've been like that. And that abomination of a movie, it was just a snore fest, bad casting, bad direction, bad story, not good. And so it's kind of like Battle Angel Alita, at least how it was marketed in the West through the manga volumes. For those who don't know, I cover anime on my channel primarily. I watch a lot of anime. I talk about a lot of anime. Anime is not the one exclusive all-time thing that I focus on. I have a lot of other things, that I have an interest in. I talk about Doctor Who. I talk about Star Trek. I talk about comic books and comic book sci-fi movies and whatever like that. And but anime is the thing I primarily cover. But that being said, I am not very much of a manga reader. Most anime are, they originate in light novels or manga. And then they are adapted to animated features. I did go through a manga reading phase a couple of decades ago now, and the most manga volumes I have ever purchased, and still physically to this day tangibly own, are Battle Angel Alita volumes. Now, I emphasize that title because that's the way it's written on the manga volumes. Battle Angel Alita. Whereas the original title was like Gunham or something, I never was sure how that was pronounced. But I made a post on Facebook reacting to the fact that, hey, they're talking about this movie, Alita, pause, Battle Angel. Because I didn't like the title. I don't like that. Alita, Battle Angel. It just kind of comes across like a stutter to me. An imperfect title, whereas Battle Angel Alita kind of rolls off the tongue. That's my estimation of it. But I was also tentative because I became aware of the fact that I think it's Robert Rodriguez who's directing the film. Whereas Cameron, I guess he had originally planned to, but he's working on his 8,000 Avatar sequels. Well, maybe just 2 more. Like, he couldn't get around to it, so put it in the hands of somebody who could probably do well with it. And so, okay, whatever. I haven't liked a lot of what I've seen and heard of, Rodriguez's work. All the green screens and blue screens and CGI and kid movies and whatever like that. I just, I don't follow directors. I don't, I gravitate toward things that I think I'll have an interest in. And none of what he has produced have I had any interest in. So I've been tentative and apprehensive, knowing he's got his hands on this. But I get done with my one anime review for the day. And as I'm going to log out, I see, oh, okay, here's the trailer for Alita, Battle Angel. Let's check it out. And, I'll give them this for somebody like myself who had no idea this was actually something that was in production far long enough to have a, spiffy sort of trailer put together. They got one hell of a casting coup going on. Christoph Waltz, Jennifer Connelly, Jackie Earle Haley, the titular Alita being played by Rosa Salazar. I got the impression they were like introducing, I don't know if this is her first gig or what. But casting great. And even as somebody who is familiar with the manga, getting Christoph Waltz, he embodies the same kind of look of the character from the original manga who finds Alita in the junkyard, Daisuke Ido. That character's a little younger in the manga, looking in any case, but he, the shape of his head, the way his face looks with the glasses and his nose poking out, like he kind of looks like a little bit of an older version of Daisuke Ido. And so I like that. You got a lot of gravitas in the actors that are a part of this. But there is one glaring issue with the trailer, and that is, unlike one of my favorite movies, which, if you'll pardon me, I am on a mobile device, and I am going to show you now the movie poster for Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, the directorial debut of Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of the Final Fantasy gaming franchise. This movie bombed when it came out, and I loved it. It was all photorealistic CGI. And this trailer shows us a semi-photorealistic attempt at a CGI photorealistic character in Alita. I saw a comment posted on the trailer saying, "Big Eyes, the sequel." And then another one saying, Alita, Battle Angel, starring a Bratz doll. And I mean, those eyes are like headlamps, and the head is disproportionate and fake looking. The uncanny valley is rife. All kinds of problems with that, because then contrasted, everyone else is frickin' flesh and blood human being actors and actresses. It's not, how many years ago, how many decades ago was it Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out? And they made this brilliant, collaborative work of flesh and blood actors with 2D animation made to look 3D. We've come so far along. We've had a movie like James Cameron's Avatar. And this is the best we can do? Whose decision was it to make her singularly a CGI, fully CGI, fake-faced character, and everyone else is live action? I mean, not everyone else. You got cyborgs and androids with all their CGI stuff and everything like that. Their inner mechanisms and whatever. Not quite Transformers, Michael Bay level, thankfully. Even though I don't have a problem with those movies most of the time. If I just shut my brain off and I just watch things happening, but they crapped all over my Ghost in the Shell, and now they're very poised right over that porcelain goddess to take aim at Battle Angel Alita. I really hope the CGI, I hope this is just the first pass, and they're really going to work on this CGI of this Alita character. I don't like the way it looks at all. I don't like the mesh of her looking so abnormal, so oblong with everything else. I mean, I knew, being that it's, who it is directing the movie, because I have that familiarity with the manga, it's this futuristic, semi-dystopian world, this gigantic, civilization that you see these grand panoramic views and whatever, and I knew we're going to get some of that, and we got some of that. Everything else about the trailer, the actors that are in it, the little bit of action and everything else was fine, and I would almost tentatively be excited about. But what the hell are they doing with Alita herself? I mean, it's bad enough the title, the problem I have with the title, but I could get over that if everything else looked awesome sauce. And at least for me, I don't know, like one of these, super industrial sex dolls come to life with the weird anime oblong head. I don't like it. I want to love it. I want to actually be able to go and see a movie that's based on a property that I have a passion for, that I really, and I will admit, it's been a very long time since I collected those volumes, and I only read them once or twice since collecting them. So there's a lot of the details of the story of Battle Angel Alita that I don't remember, just because it's been so long. It's been, 2.5 decades. But like the story, you don't need to know that much about the story. The big glaring thing is the giant CGI face on the main character, which is juxtaposed to all of the other flesh and blood people who actually look normal, even the cyborgs and stuff. Nobody else has this weird, like, head, this fake face, this uncanny valley face. What the hell were they thinking? Why not just commit like the Final Fantasy The Spirits Within, even Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy 15, all photorealistic CGI movies, spectacular looking, all of them. Why not just do the whole movie that way? Motion capture, ultra realistic CGI characters all throughout. It's like they just seemingly focused on her character to make sure she somewhat matched the manga caricature. And it's such a glaring problem. It does not look good. Everything else about the trailer was decent enough. Again, Christoph Waltz embodying Daisuke Ito, the look of him, being such a tantamount actor, knowing Jackie Earle Haley's in there, knowing Jennifer Connelly's in there. And then you got this fake CGI puppet. Okay, I get she's supposed to be kind of artificial. But I mean, you don't do it so that you're unnerved by her. You want to be endeared to her character, not put off. And I was certainly put off. And it seems like a majority of the people commenting on the trailer video that I saw are saying the same thing, whether they have any familiarity with Battle Angel Alita or not. So, yeah. It's another hot mess coming, isn't it? It's just another hot mess. Let me know what you thought in the comments below of the trailer, the first trailer for Alita, Battle Angel. Battle Angel Alita. Gunham. Or whatever. If you've seen it. If not, I will link it in the description below. Be forewarned, it's grotesque. At least her character. It's weird. It's just really, really offsetting, off-putting, and weird. I don't like it. I hope they improve it somehow. Short of re-editing the movie and just having the actual flesh and blood actress playing the role. It's like the Spider-Man thing, isn't it? Like as long as Tom Holland is on screen and he's flesh and blood, but when he's got to do all the acrobatics and jumping around and swinging and all that stuff, we put him in a Spidey suit so we can just CGI that up. Well, Alita's flipping, flopping, flying all over the place, and so we can't have a live action actress doing stunts. Have you seen some of the BTS stuff coming out of The Last Jedi? Daisy Ridley. All that kind of stuff with the lightsabers and everything. You can't just pay an actress and get her to do some stunts. You gotta CGI her up. Well, anyway, that's it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well. Let me know again, as I say, what you thought of the trailer. Love it, hate it, anything goes, as long as we have a great conversation. And I'll catch you later. Peace.